No. Oh, I'm sorry, Ruby. Okay, I guess the only issue was I needed to update my software. Oh no. Baby, please. Okay. Hi, Mama. Hi. Okay. I need a mirror. I just wanted to. Okay, so I'm working with a MacBook Air, and I just want to see if this works. So I'm gonna just do my makeup and see if I have connection issues, etc. I also promise that I'm not this pale. But for some reason, this cheap ass camera makes my skin look like pure white. Whatever. Okay, what do I need to do? And do a little bit of, can't even tell, but I need concealer under my eyes. And I'm gonna put some lashes on. Oops. Oh my god. Oh, that actually works really well just to touch up under your eyes. It's not even concealer, it's just the absolute lightest shade of Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. And I only need it like in certain areas, so that's a pretty good price point considering how long it'll probably last me. Okay. Let's see a tiny bit of color into. Oh, nice. That does make a difference. I'll probably use this camera for when I have like Google Meets or like Zoom calls and stuff, because I look less disgusting than the camera that comes on my computer. So I like how on the iPhone the camera kind of, I swear it can't be just me who thinks so, but they like smooth out your skin and stuff. I feel like you just look better on the iPhone camera, and then the built-in camera on the laptop is doing me no favors, but it's better than that, I guess. And I prefer to use my phone when I can anyway, but I'm just shocked that it's not lagging. That's dope. And I'll be able to actually like plan something interesting to do. Because right now I, to be honest, didn't expect this to even work. Because I've tried so many times and I don't know shit about computers, so I talked to ChatGPT for like, I've used ChatGPT for troubleshooting with learning how to edit and upload like longer videos, and it's been helpful with like learning editing software when I'm like, I have no background and I've never even in like editing, and honestly not much experience with computers outside of like administrative jobs I've had, or like writing school papers, because back in my day, when I was in community college, we were like barely starting to have certain assignments that you would submit online, but that was like just brand new. Like we didn't really use our computers except for research or Microsoft Word. So what happened with this is it was lagging so much because I have a MacBook Air, and I know that's not like the most ideal computer for doing like streaming or whatever much at all. And ChatGPT told me the issue was storage, so I cleared a lot of things off my computer that I thought maybe slowing it down, because I know that affected like being able to upload and export large files, like video files and stuff. But then I looked it up just in a Google search, and it said your storage would have nothing to do with it. It's your internet connection. And I guess I assumed that having too much data on your computer, or not enough space on your computer, would cause any kind of problems, even connection issues. But all I did right now was update the software or whatever for my MacBook, iOS, or whatever the hell. I know it's working fine. So thanks, ChatGPT, for just making shit up. Okay, let me put on lashes and then I'll turn this off. I also need to figure out, because this can go anywhere. But my window is there and I want light on me because I know that looks better. But I also don't really have I had an office and now I don't. I just have my room right now because I don't have a lot of privacy living with family. How did I have this before? And I have a couple of tripods or whatever. I have like a short tripod and a tall tripod for my phone. I could probably attach this to that. I also have a like little microphone that I could probably use as well, because I don't know how loud I sound. It's another reason why I'm doing this, so I can just see what I look like and sound like as I talk to no one. There's literally nobody watching this. You saw my lashes from yesterday. I actually wore 2 sets of lashes. Yeah, they're stuck together. And I'm running out of eyelash glue, so I'm gonna have to get more. I almost always use Duo, and I recently found, I usually use the kind in the squeeze tube, but this is like a quick set one, I guess, and I really struggle with getting them on. So I put the glue on typically, and then we'll let that sit for like a long time and do my entire face while the glue is setting on the lashes. But this one I like because I still put it, down and let it set, let the glue get like tacky, but really only need to do that for like 30 seconds to a minute versus like 10 minutes. So I've been wanting to just try different things because as far as like makeup, because I've had like my go-to products that are affordable and work well. Like it's like Muscle Memory, because I kind of can do my makeup really fast when I want to, even if it's like a lot of makeup, just because Muscle Memory, like I said. So I tend to stick to like the same products for a decade. But not only am I now 37, my skin has completely changed. I can't use the same makeup that I used to, or I will look like super, like, what is it? What do they say? Crepey, and like, yeah, it just makes me look like really old, which I guess I am, but I just can't wear the same kind of makeup that I did when I was 25. So I've been on a little journey trying new things. Oh. And wanting to make little posts or reviews or whatever just for fun, because I am on disability right now. I have the time, and it's something I can do from my bed on days that I can't get out of bed. But when it comes to the eyelash glue, I already have always struggled with getting them to look decent and getting them to stay. So I think if I've like found something that works with that and I can trust it and know what to expect, I think I'll probably stick with the glue by Duo that's quick dry, because I really like the squeeze tube one, but I did struggle with that a lot more than this one. Because once you let it get tacky, you can just place it where it needs to go and then let it sit for a second and literally just push it into the hair or the lash line where you want it to go, and that's it. And also with the other kind, I tend to use way too much, and then I'm ripping out my lashes. And I actually stopped doing strip lashes for a long time um, when getting extensions was like the thing to do. And then everyone kind of collectively decided, like, why are we paying so much for this? And is it worth it? And we all tried to do clusters in 2020. And I did that for a while, but for me with clusters, like, they're really hard to put on for me. Like, they make it look so easy when I see like tutorials, but my issue is it gets stuck to the tweezers and then they'll end up drying like wonky or like going different ways, and then you can't get them off without ripping your lashes out. Or um, I've used a like adhesive removal for cluster glue or like extension glue, and that like made my eyes burn so bad just putting it near my eyes on my lashes. And like, yeah, I did, but my uh, fake lashes didn't rip out on my natural ones, but I felt like if I got a drop into my eye, I would be blind for the rest of my life. Like, it was an intense burning. And lately, I kind of don't mind not having lashes on, so it's okay to put on a strip lash when I want and not have them on every day, because sometimes I want something really full and sometimes I don't. And I would get extensions with the, what do they call it? The full mega volume. And it just, it was quite a look when you didn't have like the rest of your makeup on. But we were doing it. 2017, 2018, I was paying so much. And being told to come back every 2 to 3 weeks, otherwise you pay more because it's like more of a fill. I don't know. I think that could have been more sustainable for lash techs if they had more affordable options, because not everyone can pay like 200 or even over 100 like every 2 weeks or something. And I would pay like just for a fill. I think I'd be paying like $200 because I would get like the super mega one, mega volume or whatever. But I have these right now. I'm wearing these with like a bigger cat eye over it to kind of like fill in the gap between my lash line, and I have the super dramatic lash placed like on the lash line up until like here. I have it a little bit lifted, so I have another strip lash underneath it. Because yesterday I put them on that way, and I was trying to fill it in with like a thick mascara, some black liner on the upper lid above the lash line, and I could still see the gap. So I was like not stoked about how basic these are. It's not, wasn't really doing much for me, but they came in handy with that, because now I don't have that gap, because you could definitely like see my lashes and the strip. But it was not cute. It's pretty tacky. Okay, bye.